Hello everyone, my name is Saxa Novak, product specialist here at Control Solutions. Today we're going to be walking you through the installation process of the VFC800 Wi-Fi device. This installation process will also cover your VFC800-USB devices if you have those as well. Within every single kit for the VFC800 Wi-Fi or the VFC800 USB, you're going to include 1 or 2 smart probe cables. Depending on how the logger was ordered, they can be ordered in single or dual channel configurations. For today's demonstration, we have used a single channel, so we only have 1 probe to install. Every probe does come with a bottle cap as well as a bottle seal. For our installation today, we're going to be utilizing a medical grade refrigerator and a pass-through, so we're going to be removing these prior to installation. I'm just going to go ahead and remove those now. And you can see here we have our bottle cap and we have our bottle seal. And we will save those for later. Next we have the product box. This is for the VFC800 Wi-Fi and VFC800 USB. Inside this product box, we're going to find our VFC800 Wi-Fi or our VFC800-USB device, as the only difference between the two devices is one monitors real-time to a cloud platform and one monitors locally. In that same product box, we're going to have our USB power and data cable. This cable is very important because it supplies power to the logger when it's at the fridge location, and it is used for manual downloads or device configuration. And the last item in our product box is going to be our USB to AC power adapter. So this power adapter is very important because the VFC400 Wi-Fi and the VFC800 USB, VFC800 Wi-Fi, all are required to be plugged into power at all times. And this device will allow you to supply power without needing any additional hardware. We have our glycol bottle installation kit. Inside this kit, you will find zip ties. These are used to affix the probe and power cables to the side of the refrigerator or freezer that you'll be using or monitoring. We have our glycol buffer bottle. This is going to be used as your temperature buffer for your fridge or your freezer. The probe will be installed in this bottle. And then we have our adhesive cable anchors. These will be used. You'll slide the zip ties through these. And these will be used to affix the cables to the side of the unit, so there's no snag or loose cables. Nothing can happen when the staff are going in and out of your unit. The next item in the kit is our glycol buffer bottle stand. This stand has a base that allows your buffer bottle to stay vertical inside of your unit at all times, ensuring that temperatures are read correctly. This should always be used and is included with all of our data logger kits. And the last item needed for installation is going to be our wall mount bracket to hold the data logger on the side of the refrigerator or freezer. That way you have a secure mounting position for your data logger that's in view of the staff as well. Each of the mounting brackets does include adhesive to mount it to either the refrigerator, freezer, or a wall. The wall mount bracket itself also has keyhole slots, so it can be screwed to a wall or surface if it needs to be a little more secure, or the adhesive may not work in the environment the logger is being used. All right, so the first step of any data logger installation is going to be installing the probe buffer bottles into your fridge or freezer. This allows the bottle to climatize to the temperature of your fridge or freezer, minimizing any false alarms or additional time needing to wait, because this bottle is still coming down to temperature of the fridge from room temperature. Next, we're going to install this into the center of the fridge or freezer. Now that we've went through all of our installation hardware and what comes in the kit, we can move forward with installing the actual VFC800 Wi-Fi or VFC USB data logger onto our fridge or freezer. So the first step that I always do when installing these is I get my wall mount bracket here and I put the logger inside of it. And then I install my adhesive tape that is pre-included. And then what I will do is I will locate my pass-through on my refrigerator, and I will use my bracket and device to find a convenient place for me and my staff near this pass-through to where we can still see our logger display as well. I think right about here is going to be a great spot for my logger. So I have my probe here for my VFC800 Wi-Fi and VFC800 USB data logger. I'm going to identify the steel probe tip. It's important that we install the probe into our fridge or freezer that has a pass-through. We want to use the stainless steel probe tip in through the side, as the smart probe module will not fit through our pass-through. And when installing our probe cables for our VFC800 Wi-Fi or VFC800 USB, we're going to use our included zip ties and adhesive cable anchors. So I have ran my probe into my fridge. I've connected the probe to my device here, and I've made zip tie loops on my cable anchors, and I've left plenty of space here because I want to find a final place for my smart probe module. There is an adhesive square here that allows you to permanently stick that down for a secure mounting of the smart probe module itself. But additionally, each of these devices does have a power cable that we're going to need to run. Leaving these loops loose here allows us to fish the cable through to an optimal location. So now we have our logger mounted to the fridge. We have our probe and power cables ran and secured to the refrigerator using our cable anchors. I now only have left the power adapter for our data logger. We'll simply connect the power adapter to the USB cable, and then we'll run this to the outlet behind a refrigerator. Our VFC800 Wi-Fi and VFC800 USB device has been fully installed. All cable anchors and excess cables have been trimmed, and that concludes our installation.